Just getting attached aggression here.
Are you asleep?
I'm awake. I was just resting my eyes.
Oh. And I was about to accuse you of being boorish for having the audacity to ask me to sing and then fall asleep.
The fact you're almost upset seems to suggest you want to be heard, despite how much you protested it.
No, I simply...
Oh, I got the perfect idea. We could build a makeshift stage at the pub, as you sing for everyone.
What?
Don't worry, it'll be fine. You can wear a mask, you don't want anyone to see your face. Then when you have to get on stage, you'd rather not. You can just sing from behind the curtain. Who knows? Could end up being a big hit. Come one, come all, hear the soothing song, the enigmatic siren.
Absolutely not.
No? I think it's a pretty good idea myself. Oh, is it because you don't like taking other people's money? I wasn't planning on charging. I just thought it'd be nice if more people could hear.
As I already said, absolutely not. And if you push the issue any further, I'll never sing for you again.
Noted. Forget I said anything. Seemed like a good opportunity to get her interacting with more people, but I guess not. Such a pretty voice is wasted on just me.
What? You look like you have something else to say.
Nope, not a thing. Well, I'm not gonna force her if she's opposed to it. Say, Morgana, there's something I've been wondering for a while now. You don't actually call me by my name, have you?
And where did that come from?
I've just been thinking about it, and I can't recall a single time you've done it in the more than 2 years we've known each other. Don't tell me you've forgotten my name. Are you kidding me?
I remember it, yes.
I don't like that emphasis on remember.
Is it really that big of a deal? There's rarely ever anyone else around. It's not like you don't know when I am talking to you. Besides,
Besides...
I'm planning to leave when I get older. So I don't see much point in getting very attached to anyone.
Do you have a destination in mind?
Not yet.
Why are you thinking so far ahead then? You're 11 years old. You still got a few years before you're old enough to be independent. And you're going to spend the whole time keeping everyone at arm's length? I just think maybe it's about time you took down some of those walls. Might take a little weight off your shoulders in the process. I'm not going to say you have to, though. Anyway, I should head out. I got work to do. Try not to stay out here too late, okay?
I'll be leaving as soon as you're gone.
I can walk you back then.
I can make it back fine on my own, thank you.
As you wish. Hey, Morgana?
I thought you were leaving.
One day, I'll show you the world.
Do you ever get tired of saying that?
You gotta think big. Dream. The world's changing all around us. Life just fighting to make it day by day is hardly a life at all. I don't want to spend the rest of my days confined to this tiny little corner of the world.
Well, try not to let your dreams grow so big they crush you.
I'm sure I'll be fine. I just saw you sing for me if it ever gets to be overwhelming.
Why would I be there?
Why wouldn't you? It's hard to show you the world if I don't bring you with me. Knowing you, so you won't know where you want to go. So bring you with me. We can find a place for you together. Pretty good deal, huh?
I don't need to see the world. All I want is...
Huh? What was that?
nothing.
Now I'm even more curious.
It's nothing, really. Now, go on. Shoo.
Fine, fine. See you later.
Doesn't he ever get tired of chasing me down day after day? I thought as I watched him walk off. Quite honestly, I didn't understand that man one bit. Apparently a lot of people respected him, and he seemed to have a fairly large social circle as well. I couldn't fathom why someone like him would go out of his way to spend time with me. It wasn't for the lack of people to talk to, and it certainly wasn't because we got along. Never mind my face, which couldn't be pleasant for anyone to be subjected to for any amount of time. Would he go so far out of simple pity? Hopefully he doesn't have ulterior motives.
At long last, your face is healed. I spent enough money on you to build a house, and you're gonna pay me back tenfold. Now go forth, Morgana. Work! Be the greatest whore this brothel has ever seen.
He's probably not that devious. Enough foolish speculation. It's going to start getting dark soon. I should head back. The brothel was rather quiet at this time of day. The girls worked at night, so they were generally asleep when the sun was out. And it was my job to take care of the cleaning, laundry, and preparing meals while they rest. When I first arrived here, everything seemed so filthy. And while I still felt that way to a degree, nights when they were open for business were still miserable. I wasn't quite so prejudiced against the girls themselves anymore. They were kind to me. They treated me like a... Or try to, at least. I kept them at a distance, though. I didn't so overly spurn them as I had before. But as a holy daughter of God, I could not formality relationship with prostitutes. I could not delight being pampered by them. My unwillingness to open up probably disheartened them. But still, they did not throw me out or lash back at me for it. And no one made any remarks about my face. As prostitutes, they frequently caught all sorts of diseases. In my more than 2 years, several had even passed away. One had gotten hives all over her body, transformed from fairly pretty to absolutely hideous in only a few days' time. And they had seen considerably more than me, so they had no reason to comment on a girl with a little flesh missing from her face. Which wasn't to say everyone was sympathetic for me. I should get the fire started. I had taken care of most of the cleaning before leaving for the cemetery, so my next task was preparing food for the day. Supplies has been scant of late, which meant today I was making yet another watery vegetable soup. Alright, he mentioned crime was on the run. That would explain the trouble of getting supplies. And here I am completely oblivious of what's going on outside. From time to time, I would catch one of the girls saying often, with an uncomfortable laugh, "She's still the old Morgana." But personally, I felt as though I had changed quite a bit since arriving here. No longer being indiscriminately disgusted by prostitutes was big enough. But even more significantly, how pathetic. I had become astutely aware of how much I was on the receiving end of others' generosity. Before coming here, the thought would have never even occurred to me. I was always a giver of generosity. The saint everyone, man, woman, and child alike, came to for help. I hadn't told anyone what I was, though. I didn't get any of that special treatment. And perhaps that was part of what had allowed me to change. Of course, because I kept it all tightly locked up inside, the only thing people saw was an unloved little girl. Finally, the goal is list. Now to add Tinder.
Gabby.
Knock knock.
What?
Knock knock knock.
What is that? And who shouts knock knock instead of knocking? Everyone else is asleep. I can't just hope for someone else to deal with it. But someone's going to wake up eventually if she keeps yelling. But everyone's exhausted, and they need their rest.
Knock, knock, knock!
Oh, for heaven's sakes, quiet down out there.
Ah, finally, someone. Uh?
What? What are you screaming for?
Are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm rather more concerned about you, myself.
Your face! Look at your face!
Ah, right. My face. It's just...
I heard they treat the girls good here. You can't be, what, maybe 10 years old? And look at you!
Huh?
Unbelievable. What kind of terrible man would a little girl like you and make you, his, and give you all his nasty disease?
Does she think I'm a prostitute? Hold on, please. You're jumping to conclusion.
Don't you worry, you got a friend in me.
No, that's not what...
There's still hope. Tomorrow will be a better day.
I'm not...
Is it not cause of disease then?
Yes, thank you. Finally. No one gave me any disease.
You're being tortured?
What?
Now that I get a closer look at you, your head's all torn up too. Do they really bust out the whip that often here?
No one with...
I just believe my eyes. Well, who would do this to such a little girl?
Excuse me?
I'll have to give the man in charge a stern talking to. It's his job to protect his girls.
Excuse me.
Knock, knock, knock!
Shut
Ouch.
up and listen to me.
Ouch!
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Father, I pray you for your forgiveness, for I have disobeyed your teachings and raised my hand against my fellow man.
Oh, nothing for me. The one who actually got it.
Before you do anything, could you perhaps introduce yourself?
That's what I got for jumping to conclusions. I've always had this super bad habit of letting my imagination run wild, you see. As soon as I saw you, I was like, dark dungeons. A little girl hung upside down, butty naked. Big, old, smirking, shirtless man holding a cat of 9 tails. This girl's screams echoing on the cold stone. Will she live to see another day? That sort of thing. It keeps going to next. A dashing young man appears to rescue the girl, but he's secretly...
Shut your mouth for me, would ya?
Aye.
You're allowed to breathe. Okay, so, what was your name?
Ceren. Ceren, like... Oh. Ceren. Ceren. That's like Jester and Run like Ransom.
Shut your mouth for me, would you?
Aye.
But you are allowed to breathe.
Aye.
God, it's way too early for this shit. What is it, like noon? 1?
Should I not have let her in?
Oh, nah, you're fine. I've known we were getting a new girl for a few days now. Well, I sure wasn't expecting this. You don't have to keep your mouth shut permanently. If you have something to say, spit it out.
So, is this the part where I get fired before I even start?
Tell me something, would you? Do you act that way around your clients?
What? Is there something wrong with how I act?
Moving on. Stand right there for me. And for the love of all that is holy, hold still.
Yeah, man. So, what you gonna do?
Just hush and hold still.
Ceren.
You're staring holes through me?
Just a little more.
Aye. You're getting real up close and personal there.
Need to make sure you're up to par.
Or with what? Is this necessary? Hello?
All right, at ease. You pass. You're hired.
Hey, sweet! So, what was all that about?
You gotta have an exam first, obviously.
I see.
I'll tell you this, though. If you weren't cute as all hell, I'd have thrown you right out on your ass.
Am I really that cute? You're making me blush.
You realize that wasn't a compliment, right? Anyway, you start work tomorrow. Today, familiarize yourself with the rules and layout of the place.
Aye, ma'am.
Morgana, can I ask you to show her around?
What? Alright.
Thanks a bunch.
Much obliged.
I'm already beginning to regret this.
Talk about culture shock, though. I've never seen a place with a woman manager.
Oh, yeah. I'm not the manager. Just an old hat.
So where's the big boss hiding then?
No boss here. Just us girls.
What? You don't have a manager? Really?
Nope. You'll find this is more like a community than anything. A bunch of girls with nowhere else to go who banded together and built the place up. And it's been going on like that for more than a decade now. From what I've been told, it started as just a little shack. Didn't even have proper flooring. But by the time I showed up, the facilities were a little nicer. The roof still leaked like a bitch, though. We didn't have nearly as many rooms set up as we do now. So we worked our tails off over the years, scrounging together the money and time to patch it up and grow it into what you see now.
Ooh, neato.
Of course, not having someone specifically in charge of running the place does come with its own set of challenges.
Does it? Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Everyone gets to do their own thing.
Not that simple, unfortunately. Makes it more difficult to iron things out with the community and other businesses when trouble arises. And of course, it means we have no one financing us. So every day's a struggle to make it to the next. Any day could be our last. It could all come crashing down. Toss out any illusions of job security.
Not so neato. I'm still super duper impressed though. Major props. You guys made this one heck of a place for the slums.
Yeah, I suppose. I'll take that, I guess.
You don't sound very happy about it.
Well, I mean, pretty much everyone who founded this place is dead now. It's one of the risks of the job. You work your ass off just to add another day and end up taking 3 off in the process. So once you've got enough to do whatever it is you need to do, you walk out that door and never come back. Got it? Whether you've got debt to pay off or friends or family who need a little extra money, once you're done, be done.
You're not gonna ask me what I need money for.
If the girl looks like trouble, I'll talk to her and have some guys look into it. But you don't strike me as the type. If you were up to no good, I feel like it'd be pretty obvious. Besides, I've been in this business long enough to know it's not at the top of most girls' dream job lists. Most of us have been through some nasty shit, and we don't come here to have other people digging around through it.
Boss!
Huh? Boss? What?
You're sweet, thoughtful, and heck a boss, so I'm gonna call you boss. It's perfect.
I thought I told you we don't have a boss here.
Boss!
Well, no harm in you taking a liking to me, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna go crash again. Morgana can answer any questions you've got.
Aye, aye.
Also, any more hollering while I'm trying to sleep, and I'll rip that pretty little head off your shoulders and shove it between your legs. Got it?
Yes, boss. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom really fast and I'll be back. Just give me a second.
Got it. Talk about perfect timing. That's so weird. Sabah, do you actually give bathroom breaks? We actually have labor laws down here in the slums. I like how the name pronunciation is. Welcome back, Ceren.
Yeah, it's
Welcome back.
Ceren. Alright, Morgana, lead away.
Sure. Before we go, though, I have a question. Are you incapable of speaking like a human being?
What do you mean?
Does it really require explanation?
Oh, I get it. We're friends now, so I don't have to talk so stiff-like.
Do you call that stiff?
Yeah, why? So, to tell the truth, I've kind of forgotten how to talk casual. Guess that's just what happens when everyone around you fake cheat. I am very respectful of my seniors. I'll have you know.
This conversation is going nowhere. So let's go.
Aye, aye. So, you got here a couple years back? Neat. You're working here? Face is all clears up.
I have no intention of becoming a prostitute, no. And Maria has already said she would respect that. Instead, I am tasked with other chores, such as cooking and cleaning, in order to earn my keep.
Oh, huh. Maria's even more generous than I thought.
Generous?
Most place wouldn't look after a sick girl for that long. Let alone give her a room of her own and buy her ointment.
The ointment is his doing, technically speaking, but I suppose she's right. You're right. I've begun to feel the same way recently. Taking care of a few chores cannot possibly counterbalance the burden my being here places on everyone else. They would surely all better off without me.
Hey, that's not what I meant at all. Sure, maybe it doesn't balance out. They're letting you stay here out of the kindness of their hearts. But that don't mean you'd be better off elsewhere. That you're not pulling your weight.
You've been here for all of, what, an hour? How could you possibly?
Just look at this place. It's better looking than long place outside the slums. And it's you who's been keeping it clean, Morgana. The last place I was at, it was dirtier than a bear's bunghole. But this is like heaven compared to that. Without you around, Morgana, the girls wouldn't be able to sleep so comfortably.
Perhaps.
Aw, are you blushing? You're blushing, aren't you? Nothing to be ashamed of. You can even jump into my arms if you want.
You know.
Mm.
You're incredibly obnoxious.
My heart.
For a second there, she almost had me feeling a little better about myself. But that went right out the window.
So you came here a couple years back. That would have been right around when the Lord Slave revolted, yeah?
Yes, right about then.
I wish I could have been there for it. I bet it was all sorts of crazy.
You mean you weren't around when it happened?
Nope. I wasn't in this part till about a year ago. So I've only heard stories. Back when the uprising happened, I I wasn't even in this country. I was way, way far away.
I see. So you only moved here
Nah, didn't move. I was kidnapped.
What?
I'm a bit of an airhead if you haven't noticed it. One day I was just suddenly taken captive, and then I got sold off.
What? Really?
Yep.
She was taken captive and sold off. I didn't mishear her, did I? You talk about it like it's just a part of your daily routine.
Well, it is the second time it's happened.
It is?
Okay, back to the tour then, shall we?
What? That raises even more questions.
Oh, yeah, I've been thinking about what I can tell you, Morgana.
What you want to call me? Is that not what my name is?
Nicknames. Step 1 to making friends, though. So, from now on, I'm gonna call you Morgs.
What?
Morgs. And with a hard G, not a soft one. Just so there's no confusion.
Thank you, I would have never figured it out without your help.
Morg!
Can you not call me that? I'd rather not get it. It rather gets on my nerves.
You can call me Jerry.
You can't be serious. God heavens. I cannot keep up with this girl. Anyway, about covers it. That's all left to show you is the storeroom.
Weren't we just there?
Yes, but there's a second one. Below us.
Below the floor?
I made my way to the room, crouching down and pulling up on one of the floorboards. From beneath it appeared a staircase leading downward.
Ooh! Underground storage! Nice and cool to keep things fresh too.
This room serves a second purpose though.
Oh?
It's also a shelter for us to hide in, should any sorts of trouble arise.
Uh-oh.
Fortunately, it has not been used for that purpose. But we're not in the safest, so we must be prepared for anything.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Nice a place is this presence is still in this land.
Indeed.
Here's hoping we don't ever have to use it.
Indeed.
So, that's everything then. I've seen the whole place?
Yes, that's everything. Or I suppose I should show you the kitchen as... Ah,
What's up?
I completely forgot I was trying to start a fire. I scrambled back to the kitchen but as I had feared, it was far too late. The coals were long since dead. All that work for nothing.
Looks like you've got a bit of a hat side too, Morgs.
And who do you think is that?
Alright, we can get it linked together.
Together. This is all your responsibility. As the sun began to set and meal preparations were complete, the girls started to emerge from their rooms, a bustle forming in and around the kitchen. Some sluggish rubbed the sleep from their eyes, while others complained about clients. Some took a moment for me to recognize in their casual clothes sans makeup. Off the job of being themselves, they look less like prostitutes and more like just ordinary girls. There were around 10 girls who actually stayed at the brothel, and another 10 or so who came in to work from outside. It was a fairly large-scale operation, at least to my eyes. Though, there were a couple other small brothels in the slum. This was the one everyone directed anyone interested into first. Girls with nowhere else to stay here. And girls who did have a place to go back to stay there. No one actually owned their... They either lived with a man or shared a place with a few other girls. None of them had husbands or children. Supposedly, there were those who did in this line of work, but it was rather uncommon. I scoped out servings of soup from the cauldron, sitting over the fire, dishing it out to the girls as they come by. No one gave me any unpleasant looks at the sight of my face. They say good morning and smile, just like any day. I whispered a greeting to each of them in turn. But given how noisy the kitchen was, it was unlike any of them.
Oh boy, it sure is bouncing here. I like me a place with some energy.
I'm glad to hear that. It didn't take long for Ceren to start hitting it off with the other prostitutes. Her perky disposition was undeniably overdone, but everyone seemed to enjoy the positive attention she was giving them well enough. In almost no time at all, the girls were fawning over her. He is like a puppy. Once everyone had their food, they settled into their individual mealtimes activities. The bland, watery soup was unexpectedly unpopular, even though everyone knew there was nothing that could be done about it. This again, some of them muttered, to which Maria stood up and chastised them, saying,
You should be grateful you've got anything to eat at all.
I know.
And Morgana worked her butt off to make it for you. It's rude to complain.
I'm sorry, really am. It ain't her cooking I'm complaining about. You know that, right? Don't you, Morgana?
It doesn't bother me. And you're perfectly justified in being displeased. It's hardly nutritious enough to get you through the day.
True enough, I guess. Would be great if we could get something with a little more oomph. Like a big old slab of meat.
Whee! I love meat! Just thinking about it has me drooling. Meat! Bring me meat!
Save that drool for work, because that's the only meat you'll get here.
I wonder, maybe I can pretend this rude-looking thing is meat, and it will actually taste like it. Meat, from the depths, I summon thee. Meat. Chomp. Nope, still not meat.
No shit, genius.
Meat.
You don't like meat, Morgs? No, you won't grow to be big and strong if you're such a picky eater.
I'm not picky about what I eat, no. All substance is a gift from God to man. I would never refuse it.
Well, is the meat not your liking then, Saint? Hear that, slave? The Saint said your brother tastes so bad it makes her a wretch.
You alright, Morgs? You're super pale.
I'm just fine. It's been more than 2 years. I still can't get that taste out of my mouth. No matter how hard I try to forget it. Sometimes when I'm awake, like just now, and sometimes as an awful nightmare.
If you're not feeling good, maybe you should lay down.
I'm fine, really.
You sure? Maybe meat's out of the question, but some bread would sure be nice at least. God, yes, bread. Too bad supplies have been so scarce lately. It's all the damn Lord's fault. Not that a bunch of whores can do fuck all about that. Is the Lord really that bad of a guy?
Alright, you haven't been here very long. You don't know what he's like. Yes, he is a terrible man. He oppresses his people and rejects the word of God. He is a cruel, heartless, barbaric madman. He deserves the strictest of judgments.
So, does everyone in the city hate him then?
I doubt you'll find a single person who thinks otherwise.
Huh? Well, I hope he stops being the Lord soon then.
What do you mean?
I just mean, it would be nice if someone else could take over for him. Then he could just be a regular old guy. He wouldn't have to worry about running a city stuff. Everyone wins!
It would be nice, yes, but...
Wouldn't it? Brilliant, aren't I?
Even I know it's not that simple, and I'm only 11. How would a bunch of slum dwellers begin to instate a new lord? Does she even think before speaking?
Well, damn. I was hoping to make it before breakfast time. Sorry about that, but I brought bread.
Brad? Pick up the bloody devil! Here! Goes in here! Me first!
Patience, please. You're acting like wild animals that haven't eaten in days.
Look at you, Jacobo. You've got girls fawning all over you.
Don't just watch. Help! It's not meat after, it's the bread.
Touché. That said, pretty sorry batch you got for us today. You could probably crack someone's head open with this. There's no hope for the world if we've fallen so far that girls are tripping over each other to get their hands on this.
Want fresh, soft bread? Well, start saving your coins. And until then, this is the best we can get. Let's soak in your soup for a bit. That should soften it up some. Though you should be grateful to have it at all.
How much longer till I fall into a pile of money?
Morgs? It's a man. There is a man here.
I have eyes. Thank you very much.
Who's it? You know? Oh, is he a client?
No, he's not. He's more, how should I put it? Someone who doesn't know how to keep his nose out of other people's business.
Excuse me? Do your eyes fail to detect that I have ears?
Here he comes.
Haven't seen you around here before. New girl?
You first, mister. How are you? Since you came in through the back door, I'm guessing you work here?
Something like that.
Holy moly, I've never seen a male prostitute before.
You. Me. Outside. Now.
Huh. Talk about aggressive. Inter-office romance never ends well, you know. Maria will get really mad if she finds out. The ship's sinking before it even leaves the port. Two prostitutes and the throes of forbidden love until one day an old client finds out and goes mad with rage. All of a sudden, there's a knife in his hand, he swings, and...
Maria, what the hell's wrong with this new girl? I've never seen anyone with this much air inside their head.
Ah, that's Ceren. She joined today. She's a bit off in the head, but she's a nice girl. I'm sure you'll get on just fine.
Nice to meet ya! Wait, does that mean we have the boss approval? It's crazy enough that they are running this place themselves, but to allow... No, cheer on a sinking ship. This place is old as... We just met 5 minutes ago, though. So, how about we start as friends?
Shut up and listen to me for a second, chatterbox. Until I say otherwise, you are not to speak another word. You'll listen to every single word I say and carve it into that empty skull of yours. Understood? And there you have it. I assist with the brothel's operations, nothing more. I presume you've been told how this place does have a formal manager, so sometimes situations arise for which a man's presence is necessary.
Yup. He may look like a scrawny dork, but he's actually surprisingly useful.
Was that really necessary?
Sorry, my bad. Slip of the tongue.
Ooh, me too. So, have you two known each other that long time? You sound like you're pretty close.
It was pretty much just the two of us fighting to survive for years.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that kind of thing. Together through thick and thin.
Not too long ago, he and some other guys started up a band of peacekeepers, so he's been spending more of his time training up with them these days. That said, I guess it's not too bad knowing we've got someone we can throw at troublemakers if need be.
Ooh, peacekeepers, sweet! You don't look like you'd put up much of a fight though, mister.
You want to test that theory? Maria, you need to teach this girl some damn manners. You'd be drowning in complaints if you treat patrons like this.
Right, I'll have you know, I butter my clients up so much they are big, slippery mess when I'm done with them. I'll be just fine, I promise.
Oh, I bet they get slippery, but not from butter.
That's not what I meant, I swear it.
What are you getting all flustered for? You're a whore just like the rest of us.
On a somewhat related subject, where exactly did you pick up some of these mannerisms?
Huh? Why do you ask? I seem pretty normal to me.
It'll be quicker to list the things about you that are normal than aren't.
that's actually a motherly huge story behind it.
Oh?
Is that so?
And what would that be? You weren't raised by wolves in the wilderness and never learned how to behave like a normal person, were you?
You're not too far off, actually. When I was younger,
Oh, wait. You don't have to. No one's forcing you to say anything if you don't want to.
I didn't grow up with my parents. I lived with a bunch of really nice men, and I learned a lot from them. Didn't even know my name until they told me.
Pardon?
I thought my name was Me. He was around 5, but then one of the nice men told me I was actually Ceren. He was super duper disappointed in me. Called me the dumbest broad I ever know. Talk about rude. But they kinda rub it off on me, so that's probably what you're seeing.
Well, that certainly is a story.
It's not that good enough to you?
I'll just say the nice man was absolutely right.
How rude.
It's genuinely concerning how stupid this girl is.
Anyway, food time.
I'm stuffed. It's amazing how much of a difference a little bread makes.
Glad you enjoyed it. 'Cause starting tomorrow, you gotta work if you want to eat.
Aye, boss.
Alright, she'll be working here too. It almost slipped my mind. She seems like such an innocent girl. So far removed from carnal desire. Yet she'll be out there selling her body. And they'll put their filthy hands all over it.
What's up, Morgs? Been staring at my face, something fierce.
I was just admiring the unusual color of your skin.
Yeah, I'm not from around these parts. I'd like to go back home someday, but who knows if that will ever happen.
Oh. She did say she was taken from her home and sold off. I imagine it would make it difficult to go back.
Speaking of, you and Jacobo look kind of similar skin color-wise.
Do we?
Yep, we're devs both on the darker side. I wish I had a super pretty white skin like yours, boss.
I appreciate the compliment, but most everyone around here is really fair. My skin's nothing special.
And just because we both have tan skin doesn't necessarily mean we're both from the same region.
Where are you from, Jackie?
Jackie?
Pretty dang adorable nickname, ain't it?
I would very much appreciate it if you never called me that again.
Oh, but it's so cute.
Back to the question of where I'm from. I don't remember. In my earliest memories, I was already living here. Chances are things weren't great, whatever it was. Otherwise, I would probably remember something.
Ceren, that's too bad. But you know, Jackie, maybe where you came from is close to where I came from. Go back a few generations and maybe we even share some family.
I wish I guessed you probably come from the same part of the world as me. You go back far enough, you might even find we share ancestors. But who knows? I told you to stop calling me that! Now I suppose there's a chance you're right about that.
That makes us family then, Jackie.
Ugh. Get off me! Let go, damn it!
Well, well, she seems to have taken quite the liking to you.
Why did I... That I wish he had said. No, they weren't.
Morgana.
Once it started getting dark out, the kitchen became a deserted wasteland. The girls went off to work and he went to home. The brothel was divided into two distinct work and living areas. If it weren't, they would use the whole building for business. I probably would have run off long ago. I had only ever been in the work area during the day. And though it was largely masked by the scent of various incense burned through the night, it was filled with unmistakable raw stench of men. Cleaning it was always put me in a sour mood. The corpses I've gathered and buried were far less repulsive. In the living area, there was the kitchen, storage areas, and a large hall of sorts which the girls used as a communal bedroom. They would stumble in after long nights of work and all sleep together like a big family. I made a point of sleeping off in the corner, which wasn't strictly necessary, which I slept while they worked and vice versa. I could never seem to make myself comfortable sleeping in the middle of such empty space. Tonight was slightly different though. I wasn't sleeping alone. Ceren was there, which I suppose shouldn't have surprised me.
Let's sleep together, Morgs.
Absolutely not.
Ah, why not?
I dislike people putting their hands all over me. It makes me uncomfortable.
Ah, I see. So, what you're supposed to... So, what you're opposed to is snuggling, not sleeping together. And here I thought you didn't like me. I was about to cry.
It's still too early to decide how I feel about you. We only met today.
The more reason we should sleep together.
In what way does that make any sense?
Simple. The best way to get to know me better is through some good old-fashioned spooning. Words don't got nothing on plain physical contact. That's how you get to know that someone's really like on the inside.
Your choice of words make that incredibly improper.
Besides, I start work tomorrow, which means I probably won't get another chance to sleep with you for a while. So it's gotta be tonight, please.
I... Fine. Only if you agree to give me enough space. At least let me finish my sentence.
Gotta get in there before you have the chance to change your mind.
It feels like we've adopted a dog.
I promise I'm a 101% human.
I never said you weren't, just that. Huh, never mind. I take it back. It's not like we got a dog. It's like a tornado dropped in and made a horrible mess of my day.
That's Ceren for you. You just wait. I will crack that big old ice shell of yours soon, Morgs.
Is that really how I come off? Out of curiosity, are you not afraid of being so close to me?
Huh? Why should I be?
When you first saw my face, you thought it was caused by some disease. Are you not concerned that that still might be the case? And that you might catch whatever it is?
Well, you probably wouldn't be here if it was something contagious. Sweet as Maria is, she wouldn't keep you around if she thought you might get the other girl sick. And nobody else seemed all that concerned at breakfast. Which means whatever those marks on your face are, Morgs, they're probably not a danger to anybody else.
I'm surprised. You actually have something resembling a functional brain.
Believe it or not, I'm super duper smart.
Now I know isn't true. But anyway, I'm talking more, emotionally. You can logically understand that I probably don't pose any danger, but it'd still be uncomfortable. Still want to keep your distance. I know several of the girls do. And I can't blame them either. They need to be healthy to work and to make a living. There's nothing wrong with wanting to avoid potential risk, no matter how small. Or perhaps they don't even realize they're doing it themselves. In which case, there's nothing anyone can do.
I'm not sure how much help I can be, because I don't really get why anyone would want to keep their distance from you. But I don't think it's that hopeless. If they don't realize they're doing it, then you just gotta have to open their eyes. Easy peasy. Make them realize. And then tell them, stop trying to avoid me. You have the right to at least that much. I really think you need to be a little more assertive, Morgs. No one's gonna get mad if you stick up for yourself every once in a while.
They will, though.
Wow, well.
All man's suffering is purposeful. It's all part of God's plan, His trials for us on this earth. He would be very displeased if I were to turn my back on His plans for me.
I really think you're overthinking it, Morgs. Less and fun things mean more room for fun things, and more fun things is always better.
Would you call your life fun?
Huh?
You were taken from your home, and now you work as a prostitute in the slums of a strange country. Do you call that fun? It just seems depressing to me. I'm...
Nope, I'm perfectly happy. Not a sorrow in the world. Hasn't been a single day in my life I felt sad or depressed or like life sucks. I mean, sure, there are days when I think it would be nice to see my mom again. But I don't really have time to worry about anything other than the here and now. And as far as I'm concerned, now is always the best time of my life. Don't worry, any room to feel bad about anything.
I see. You're quite optimistic. So much it almost burns.
I consider myself lucky to have ended up in this brothel. Everyone's amazing.
Then I pray you'll find yourself at home here.
Oh, you're kinda sweet, Morgs.
Kind of.
Leap of the tongue. You're always sweet. So, hey, Morgs. How did you end up here a couple years back?
I was thrown into a carriage by a strange man and brought here, with no chance of ever returning. Not taken, but sold. Though ultimately the difference is insignificant.
You were...
I came through a similar route as you.
Oh, that does make us two peas in a pod.
Not at all, or anything but. I'm nowhere near as optimistic as her. Never mind, energetic and cheerful. No, don't be foolish, Morgana. That's not why we're not alike. It's because I'm God's chosen daughter. I have absolutely no reason to be inferior to a mere prostitute. We're nothing alike, and we must never be.
You're so warm, Morgs. I'm gonna sleep great tonight.
I am such a disgrace.
Lord Bonnier, we are very much interested in seeing the saint's miraculous powers for ourselves.
I knew it would not be long before someone asked. We're much too healthy to see the effects of the miracle in ourselves, after all. Which, of course, is anything but a problem. Falling ill will only serve to interfere with our ability to enjoy these feasts.
Well said, my lord.
Which is why I've arranged for the most fortuitous slave to have the miracle I performed upon. Bring him in.
Yes, sir.
As you can see, the slave is on the verge of death. He can hardly even walk on his own 2 feet. Under any other circumstances, I would keep such an unseemly thing out of sight so as not to tarnish your festive mood, my guests. But I believe he would serve as a fine sample in which to test the miracle's efficiency.
He wants to test my miracle.
Rejoice, slave. Good fortune shines upon you. You heard me, daughter of God. This poor slave is in need of your assistance. Give unto him your blessing, if you would be so gracious.
I don't care how you try to dress it up, Lord. My miracle is not for show or your parties.
Oh my, you refuse to heal him then? After making such a scene about how your blood is for the sick, the poor, and the suffering at that. Even a saint's dignity has its limits. I understand. You don't want to be sullied by this filthy old slave.
I never said any such thing.
Do you know what you must do? Do not make me intervene, daughter of God. I am asking you to do this out of respect.
I would happily give my blood for that man.
I knew you would come around. Let's see. Where should we let your blood from? I see no point in wasting unmarred flesh for a mere slave. Your fingertip would do nicely. You can drink the blood directly from the cut. Because I certainly don't have any goblets to spare for him. Let's begin then, shall we, old daughter of God? Drink, slave. Suck upon the blood that spills from her finger. Do not let even a single drop go to waste. Tell me, slave. Has the ailment been remedied? If it has, leap into the air for my guests.
I am cured, my lord. But behold, I am cured. Ooh, splendid. An undeniable miracle. Look, my lord, I'm cured, in better shape than ever.
Receive more than enough. Stop hovering about like a filthy swamp toad.
Yes, my lord.
You're dismissed, slave. But first, give your thanks to the slave, saint, and all my guests who bore witness to your miraculous recovery.
Thank you so much, sirs and madams. Thank you so much, oh holy saint.
And now that you've borne witness to the blood's power, I'm sure you're all eager to try some for yourselves.
What?
Well, certainly, my lord. With such a potent elixir, our good health is all but assured. Undoubtedly.
Please, stop this. Do not take any more of my blood. I'm begging. I've lost too much blood. I can barely think straight.
I suppose I might have overdone it today. You did not come cheap, saint. So I won't have you dying on me until you at least provide your gold's worth of entertainment.
Your actions are an affront to God. My miracles are only for those in need.
Is that the only thing you know how to say? I grow rather tired of hearing it.
I would gladly offer my blood for any other ailing slaves. But you and your guests are perfectly healthy. You are merely wandering God's gift on yourselves.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! You foolish little girl!
What?
Let me tell you something, Saint. I do believe in your miracles.
How could you say that? After seeing that slave boy drink my blood and be healed. What more proof do you need?
It was all a show.
What?
I told him to feign being ill and cured, or would send him to the deepest chambers of the dungeon. Even a dog would wear his cat's skin if his life depends on it. What did you think of his performance? Impressive, no?
Why then why do you keep taking my blood?
All I, my guest, desire is a good time. You're nothing more than an exhibit for our entertainment.
No. You're wrong. My blood does have miraculous powers. I proved it back at the village.
It hardly matters either way. Whether you're a saint or a lowly peasant girl is inconsequential. All that matters is that you continue to play the role of a saint. What's the matter? Are you disappointed? Upset? You're welcome to cry, wail and gnash your teeth like a sniveling little child. That would be entertaining in its own right. Shout at the top of your lungs that you're not a saint. It was all an act, and beg to be set free. Who knows? Perhaps they might lose interest in you then.
I am the daughter of God. I will never claim otherwise.
I see. Then nothing changes. You will continue to offer your body and spirit to my feast. Why are you so insistent on remaining a saint, Morgana? Wait. Whoops. Damn it. Keebo.
Why are you so insistent on remaining a saint, Morgana?
Is that Mother's voice?
What do you have to gain from handing out blessings for nothing?
It is my sacred responsibility, as the daughter of God, to help all those in...
How noble of you, Morgana. How honorable to not cast aside your duty in the face of such misery.
It is the reason I was placed upon this earth.
But tell me this. Are your offerings genuinely altruistic?
What?
Are they, Morgana?
Or do you simply do it out of desire to call yourself? When the people of your village sing your praises, when you crush the man who accused Mother of being a charlatan, you revealed it not. There's nothing wrong with that, though. It's a perfectly normal reaction. Having pride and a sense of superiority are perfectly human emotions, especially in a child as young as yours. The reason you feel shame about your pride, however, is the very source of that pride, your identity as a daughter of God. Free yourself from those shames and the guilt they cause you. You go back to being an ordinary little girl. You can do that. Remove the chains and pass them on to me. No.
Hands off, you silly.
I had an awful night. Dreaming about my time at the Lord's Manor is bad enough. But go back to being an ordinary. No, absolutely not. That is not an option. My whole life would become meaningless if I were to do that. Not that I could ever call myself normal with a face like that. There's nothing ordinary. If I were to lose my position as a god, I would be nothing but a hideous trial.